Chicago Pastor Corey Brooks joins me now. Pastor, only a small number of students in Chicago are proficient readers and a smaller number are proficient in math. How can the teachers make this kind of demand for that kind of money with such poor student performance?
Well, first of all, let me qualify by saying my heart goes out to a lot of the teachers who are facing a lot of serious challenges, especially with having to deal with a union that does not line up with their beliefs. It's unfortunate that in Chicago, our children are suffering dearly, not knowing how to read, not knowing how to do math. And now you have a union who's asking for something that is outrageous. There's no possible way that local taxpayers can shoulder the burden that is already being placed upon us by all the other issues that we're faced with in the city of Chicago.
So we're going to have another Chicago teachers strike? Because there was one a couple of years ago, I think, that was really destructive to the city.
It's very highly likely. You know, the thing about it is that so many times we're taking the focus off of these young people, off of these children. These children need to learn how to read. They need to know how to do math. They need to know how to be critical thinkers. But whenever you have a teachers union that has aligned themselves to take political stances and political views and make themselves almost a party, then students take a back seat. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the city of Chicago. And I'm mighty afraid that this is going to spread, not just in Chicago, but a lot of urban areas across America.
How do you feel about giving cash to migrants, as is in the proposal?
So we're already faced with overwhelmed burden of resources that are needed in our city. There are infrastructure problems. We're dealing with crime every single day. We're dealing with aldermen who are attacking Christians at abortion places. We're dealing with a lot of issues, carjacking and things of that sort. Now we're going to ask taxpayers to shoulder the burden even more and give people cash payments or give teachers cash payments. That's just not something that we should be doing. For the teachers union to involve themselves in immigration policy issues is something that is just totally absurd.
It seems like Chicago is in crisis. This one too. Police cleared the encampments at the University of Chicago early on Tuesday morning. They cleared the encampments out. Do you approve of that?
Yeah. You know, safety and order is a must. I do approve of the police removing the encampments. We have to get back across America. What we're seeing displayed on campuses are universities where they are allowing protests to exceed, to rule over those who come to colleges to be taught, to be trained, to be given their degrees in places that they thought would be honorable. And whenever they're allowing these type of protests to overrule and take the placement, take priority, that's just something that should not be. So I agree totally that at the University of Chicago, they definitely should have made those encampments removed and focus on becoming sanctuaries of learning.
You know, Pastor, you're sounding very conservative. Come back and see us again soon. Pastor Corey Brooks, love to see you again.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Brian. Appreciate it.